What's good, y'all? It's your boy Victor Allen Weeks, and it's just like some words. I'm actually do an update on the garden. I did some more stuff. I know video just came out a couple days ago. No, yesterday. But it don't matter because I can post whenever I want. You should too. But yeah, just like some words. You know, the reason that agriculture, horticulture, and just like being in control of, the food that I grow, the food that we eat, is so important to me is because historically agriculture and horticulture has been just like an essential part of just like black heritage, from slavery, pre-slavery, even in a whole bunch of Western African, not just Western African, but just like African cultures and civilizations. Agriculture is important, being able to grow your own food and just have control over your land and what you're eating, especially when it's pesticide free, herbicide free, you're not putting chemicals in your body. I think that's very important, especially in today's society where there's a lot of price gouging, there's a lot of just food shortages. Even though there's supposed to be an abundance of food for everybody, there are food shortages, and specifically healthy food shortages in communities of color, black communities. So yeah, this is just me taking a stand, doing what I can do to, spread the advocacy, help feed my family, and just grow my skill set so I can continue to do this type of thing in the future for the long run. So yeah, that's why this is important to me. A lot of unrest has become, kind of a lot of unrest has come to the top, come to the surface with the killings of, with the recent killings of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. It's a lot, and the list can go on and on and on. And I just want to emphasize that we don't remember these names just to like add a name to a list, but to really remember why we fight. And the fight isn't just for justice when it comes to police brutality. It's for justice when it comes to a whole system and how black people are treated, and how people of color are treated, how indigenous people are treated. When it comes to economics, when it comes to education, when it comes to food, when it comes to land, like all these things literally have to be revamped and reassessed. So yeah, like I said, this is me taking a stand, doing what I can do in terms of like being in charge of what I can be in charge of when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to food. So if y'all are along for the ride, I'm glad y'all are here. I hope we can really build a community. I think that's what it's supposed to be. We need to take care of our own communities, but also build a relationship with communities wherever we go, and just in whatever facets and areas we can build those communities in. So if agriculture is one of those ways, so be it. Let's connect, let's learn from each other, let's continue to grow together. If fishing is one of those ways, because I got plenty of fishing videos in the vault y'all can go through, and I want to get some more fishing videos out soon. I'm working on that. I've been doing a whole bunch of other things. Cool, fishing be it. If it's skateboarding, ain't been skateboarding in a minute. I might go skateboarding soon again. We'll see what happens. Cool, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's music, then hit me up here for music, or go to Trilogy ENT on the other channel, or CAC Calm and Concise, another channel that I do music on. So yeah, like there's so many different avenues to connect and build these relationships. So thank y'all for joining this community, and I hope we continue to grow together, learn together, have fun, and just spread awareness for making sure everybody's taken care of in this world. Can't just look out for ourselves. So bet I'm gonna update y'all on the garden now. All right, so it was just yesterday. I don't know if this video is gonna come out today or tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Anyway, just this morning, yeah. Anyway, I plucked some of the outer leaves, like the lower outer leaves from the kale that was here, and actually some from the broccoli as well, and sauteed them, and yo, they tasted incredible. Like, they were just the outer leaves, like the smallest leaves, but that was some real good food. And I can't tell y'all how great it feels to have put in the work and just to eat, even though it was just a sample, but to eat and enjoy that, and just to taste like the hard work that went into it. I think I could really taste the hard work that went into it. And so if y'all saw in the last episode, I was telling y'all about the flowers on my zucchini that have just been falling off. And so, yeah, I asked the question, like, does anybody have any reason or understanding why this happens? And I actually looked it up, and one of the YouTubers, I'm sorry, I forget your YouTube name as of right now, but thank you so very much for responding and commenting your knowledge. I was told that the flowers are falling off because there's bad pollination, and that makes perfect sense because where I had these zucchini plants planted, it was kind of out of the way of the garden. I mean, out of the way of like the main yard, and so they weren't getting much attention or much traffic from the natural pollinators like the bees, the wasps that normally flow through the yard. So I potted them and I brought them over here to see how they do. So we'll see how these new flowers will grow, and let's see if we can get some pollination going on. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Also, you'll notice here I took out the weeds that were there, and not just weeds because they're like clovers, and they actually brought flowers and bring pollinators over here, which is a dope thing. But right here, I cleared this out, and I planted just like I just sprinkled some rosemary seeds, some cilantro seeds, and some thyme seeds in there just to see what would happen. And if you look over here, oh, that's cool, there's a bee right there. But so this plant right here, that is some kind of herb. I'm not sure. It smells like, it smells like a cilantro. I'm gonna be real with you, but I don't remember planting any cilantro over here, but it's very likely that it got transplanted when I was planting other plants and the seeds just fell out. But it doesn't really look like cilantro either, but you know what, it smells like it. So we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, see, it's growing within this cinder block. It's growing outside that cinder block over there, and it's growing in that cinder block there. And I took one of them and put it in that pot right there. But yeah, it's just cool to see how different plants grow, because this has never grown before. So I'm really thinking it was a seed that was transplanted while I was planting other things. So yeah, that's kind of cool to see. We'll see what happens. Also, we'll look at the squash right here. It is just like kind of done its own thing. It's growing, it's weaving itself in and out of the fence. It's climbing up right here. You see the tendril wrapping around. So that's pretty dope. Same thing over here. Y'all remember that it was just reaching, and now it started to wrap around and grow through and do its own thing. And there are ants over here. But I don't want no smoke with them. But yeah, it's real cool to see just everything doing its own thing. The wires along the bottom were kind of falling apart. So I'm thinking that's how these chipmunks are getting in and digging. So hopefully I can do some reevaluative things as far as like securing this bottom perimeter. And yeah, we'll see how these zucchini plants do in this new location in the pots. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch up with y'all next time. All right, peace.